Hayi ngiqale nje ngokubonga indlovukazi kade sagcina nathi. I'm sure abantu abaningi bakujabulela ukuba khona kwakho. Siyabonga kakhulu ndlovukazi. Sibonge inkosazana nenkosana eyikhulumile ngoba siyagruma. Ilabantu okumele bayibambe lento kuyaphambili. So akumelanga basalele emuva. Noma babheda kanjani ababhedele khona. Ukuze baze bayibambe nabo indlela. Ngelinye lamalanga kuzobe kumebona la. Kube yibo abasiqhubela ivangeli. Ngoba it's all about ivangeli. It's all about the message, how far it reaches to the ears of African people, because this is what is the solution. Impengu yomtomnyama ile calendar makazi. Ayikho nyinto, because any other thing ikufake nyameni. Namhlanje topic kuthiwa i-DNA and the Kemetic tree of life. Mase ngikhuluma kanje ngathi isilungu esingaka. Anidinga ama dictionary, hayi. Mesikhuluma nge-tree of life, sikhuluma ngesigungu samadlozi. Amadlozi lanwaziyo, enwaphahla every day. That is the Kemetic tree of life. Masikhuluma nge-DNA. Sikhuluma ngalento le which manifest. Remember, there is the causal plane. A causal plane that is Atum Ra, Amun Ra. That is the causal plane. That is where all the intelligence of the universe and the knowledge and the wisdom resides. But then reflects on the etheric plane. I found dictionary now. Etheric plane ithunzi zethu. Before it manifests physically, it imprints itself on the etheric plane. Then the physicality is the cause. Is the effect, sorry. The physical plane is the effect, right? Yes, but the cause is the causal and the etheric. The causal imprints on the etheric. Mesikhuluma ngamadlozi awu-9. And the other day, I remember I gave a lecture. I reminded Africans ukuthi, Tina, we've got 9 DNA strands. Africans have got 9 DNA strands that corresponds to the 9 principles of the Kemetic tree of life. So it means siphelele. Inkinga is our consciousness. The universe created us complete. But naturally we vibrate at a very high frequency. But because situnjiwe mentally, we then are comfortable with the low vibration. That focuses on the physicality. Yingakho inkosana meyithi, never deprive yourselves an opportunity. Yokuphahla. What are you doing, mawuphahla? I'll make an example. Awujabuli mawuzwa igama lakho. It makes you feel happy, I mean. It's the very same thing now within your system. When the principle that controls your lungs izwa igama layo, it gets activated. Iba excited. So that is the reason yompahlo. Yikho ngithi umphahlo ungawudeleli is the most powerful thing. Ubuya ngathi into useless. And the Lama principles, when we are talking about the DNA and the Kemetic principles of, the Kemetic tree of life, sikhuluma ngalamadlozi angaphakathi kuwena. The ancestors are within you. When we talk about genetic memory, that is what we are talking about. When we say to you, African, you know everything. There's nothing that you don't know concerning the laws that govern the universe. Because you were the first to receive those laws. Because you are a complete human being. All these principles that are 9, remember they are 9. Kahle kahle, it's 10, right? But now you don't count Atumra, because Atumra is the source. All the Neteru, Amadlos, Amalunga, it's like Amalins of the source. So all the 9, these are the principles that maintain life, maintains harmony. Make sure that they replenish whatever lagushota kona. Do you understand? So yingakho kuthiwa they are 9 because these are active agents that are responsible for all creation in the universe. So, our scientists are saying we are the only ones with a 9-strand DNA. They're saying that all other races have got a 6. You will then understand again the innate insecurity of other races. Do you understand? Yingakho, you are supposed to be right there on the floor so that you never emerge and occupy your rightful position again. That is why they will bombard you with their theories. Tina usikhuluma theorem. It's no longer a theory, it's a theorem because it has been proven. Do you understand? So that is the power of an African person. So Messi Zama Uguti si reactivate. Yingakho we are calling on collective umpahlo. It doesn't matter whether we are in London or we are in Germany. If you are able to pass so that we are able to create the necessary vibrational frequency that will open all the doors. Hey, the doors are opening, but they need all the souls. Zabanda bamnyama. Ziti very ngang. Very ngang. Very ngang. Anom kubulwan. That's all the Spirit requires of you. Not your labor to be a slave. The Spirit requires of you to assimilate. Gulomoya. When you are busy trying to assimilate in the Western culture, Umoya is saying, no, that's the wrong direction. Assimilate in army and flow with me. Don't put up a resistance. Ulokuwarisha. We are putting up a resistance when you do that. Gutiwa okokobati. Live and experience your desires. in your mind, then everything starts making sense, everything starts aligning, because you are not mounting resistance by going to the length whereby you are ready to kill your brother for you to be able to get that money. That is the worst violation, because nature gives you freely. All it says, be with me, flow with me, because you cannot change the direction of the time. Iskati sihamba anti-clockwise, just like the earth rotational, system. But abelungu basenzeni clockwise. Kusonta sonke emhlabeni. Umhlaba uyahlehla bona bathi hayi siyangapha. Do you understand? So that we are never able to align with the true. Remember what creates these Kemetic principles. It is the electric field that emanates from the sun and the magnetic field that emanates from the moon. They all combine on Earth. Yingako, the electromagnetic field of Earth is filled with these energies from above. Yingako kutiwa, life on Earth, life receives from above. The Father and the Mother and the Son. The geometric, Trinity. Geometric, Trinity. And the divine Trinity. It's the Mother, the Father, the Son. Do you understand? So, Earth cannot sustain itself without the electric field as well as the magnetic field from the moon. This is what sustains us. And from there, from that electromagnetic field of Earth, that is when you get the imprint of what we call amadlozi, the divine principles. Lezi mesipahla, sipahla zona. And they are not out there. They are within you, because they are part of you. They are your DNA. Abelong by busy DNA. Tina say busy tree of life. But then the DNA, which then makes sense for them to comprehend. Land will comprehend. That is why there will never be progress in our universe. Why? Because, people are busy trying to invent things that have been invented long time ago, just to prove how smart they are. And yet that is foolishness. You labor on something that Shabaka has already discovered. So what's the point? You come and tell us as if this thing is new. And yet Shabaka wrote it on the stone. So we need to reactivate the DNA. The DNA will reactivate kanjani by calling on these names all the time. They get excited. Oh, they are giving me attention. Cabanga ukuthi kunini sithunjiwe. Kunini nje umveli inqanga agcina legama mveli inqanga the first course. How many years has the Creator heard this name? Hey. Umanje seyezwa boNkulunkulu. bastardization of ukhulukhulwana, and without even proper understanding. Kuthi thina we had ukhulukhulwane that gave birth to umvelincane, but umlungu don't understand. Uyayinyofa yonke lento ayihlanganise ibe into eyodwa. Manje ke ingakho ke thina we are like sifana nomoya ovuthelela umvelincane. Hey, mesilokho simbiza, simkhothamela, simkhulekela, umvelincane uyajabula because we are part of that. I said the other day, the perpetuation of colonization of our minds brings imbalance in the universe. If consciously, a majority of the people are colonized, whether black, Indian, red, whatever, if the majority are colonized, are looking the opposite direction, then the whole universe is unstable. And the more you perpetuate colonization, why? Because of the comfort, a temporary comfort you get, and forsake umvelincane. So biza amanye amagama wena. Uthini nga umvelincane? Uthini nga umvelincane? Huh? Ngoba you can't go against nature, Makela. That has been proven several times. You can't go against nature. Kuthiwa lenqola mawuthi uyayivimba iyakududula. It's like a moving train. Ufuna ukuyoma phambi kwayo wena. Uyiphikise ngokuthi hayi umlungu uthe. Hey, that's what these people do to us. I hear you, Mkhulu, but manje thina lapho sigeza izandla sifuna uku-arguisha ngoba thina we are not converting people. It's either we are yizwa lento unesabelo sayo or you don't. Hey, mawungayizwa futhi hayi ukuthi sokuzonda, you'll still be impinji. But manje sesikuthitha ngenye indlela. Hey, no. When it comes to sacred things akumelanga usondele. Ngoba wena uzosehlisa. Thina si vibrator at the vibrational frequency ka-Anpu. When ufuna ubiza iScorpio. Ha! Scorpio kings or queens. Kulapho wena. You understand? So, this is what is delaying the struggle of black people. Siphikisana ngezinto ezingekho. Huh? Okhokho bethu were not ambiguous about the creator. Ilanga and nothing else. Whatever foolishness you want to follow, that's your own story. Hey, because of the production of hydrogen by ilanga, and our DNA that we are talking about today is bonded by hydrogen. The sun produces hydrogen. That is why we are connected to the sun forever. Hey. Until the sun disappears, because there will be that moment. Oh, Kokobati, I'm a scientist. Earth was a sun before that exploded, and some parts of it, some debris of it, in that explosion, then came together to form Earth. So, young kid, remember, don't be surprised, because everything is hydrogen. Everything is hydrogen. Mars is hydrogen. Venus is hydrogen. Why? Because all these inner planets and outer planets in our solar system are energized by the sun. So it mustn't surprise you. It should never surprise you. Hey, so there will be that time. By the time it happened, where we came from Valley. Do you understand? Hey, those that fell from Engulubeni, the Orion lab, they are going to return to save us again from ourselves and nothing else. Why? Because we are too arrogant to adhere to the natural law of Ma'at, harmony. We are so destructive in our action. Yingakho they will return. And ngathi leso sikhathi sisondele. Hey, labo who have their lights off bazosala. Hey, ngoba bathi beza ngomkhumbi ozosibuyisela la savela khona vele. And ungathuki ngoba wena you are the spirit. So it is your vehicle. It doesn't matter where it finds manifestation in terms of physicality. Spirit, it doesn't have borders. I could be in Mars tomorrow. I could be in Venus tomorrow. I could be in Jupiter. There's no limit for the spirit. So yingakho nje mele sikujabulele lokho. Uqala kabusha. Start afresh. Lento ifana nani? Even icraft yenyanga. Kumele ivalwe nje. Hey, they must shut down inyanga nginyanga. I'm sorry. We need to shut down and start afresh. So that yonke lento ibuyele esithunzini sayo. Because it no longer have respect. Say no tsotsi too much. Senze ubunyanga business, which is not supposed to be like that. Mo unyanga mele upashe lama projects akho ukuthi succeed, so that your income becomes those projects. Not Indumba. Indumba can't be business. Indumba is a sacred space. Noma kungena umuntu ohlupheka kangakanani kumele umncede. Noma ungena ngo-1 ungena ngo-3 ekseni uthunele idlozi lo muntu. Awukwazi ukumjikisa egeyithini ngoba akana 20,000. So ifana ke nayo lento yempilo yethu. You know, sometimes you would feel vele ukuthi amakhehla ngavala. Stop ukuphefumula for a while. Basivulele after a week or a month or whatever. Hey, if it was possible, lento ukuthi si freeze abantu. Yazi uthi cho remote. Si freeze so that masipapama. Sipapama being different people. With our memory of our slavery completely erased. Because that is the biggest problem of a black person. The slave mentality is ingrained in your mind. Saba nokufa. Saba nokufa. So makehla iDNA. iDNA yiyo ke le. iDNA yiyo le ezokukhumbuza yonke into ofuna ukuyazi. Knowledge yomuntu omnyama can never be limited. It's like iGK. Amatopic to wire. You can't just block a good eye. I say, why? Because we are looking at the life of an African person in totality. We are not bottled in spirituality. We are not there. Kepha singabangoma ngoba siphilisa ngengoma. Hey group lezi every Sunday zenza exactly what we are doing mesphahla. Zi-exciter amadlozi ngaphakathi kuthina. Whether ustay kanjani siyakushukumeza isigubhu. Hey, that is activating ilenduza ke i-DNA makhehla. I-DNA, don't look it the way umlungu ayichaza ngakhona, as if it's something that is inaccessible to you. Abhale lapha faki inyoka lapha bese kuthi unyoka kuwe is evil. And yet shape yale DNA ayibhalile shape yenyoka. Do you understand? Hey, so lento le siyayiphila siyiyo. I wouldn't be Mkhulu or all of us without the 9 principles. That's why our mothers carry us for 9 months. To give Lama principle to fully develop enganeni. Hey, when they are fully developed, all 9 of them, kuthiwa now we are ready uketa. Do you understand? That is when umntwana comes again. It means ke ukuthi mina ngijabulele lento kakhulu, especially our scientists, because they are black people, especially in the US. I'm sorry to say this. Ama scientists abantu abamnyama in Africa. Hey, they're a mess, man. They're a mess. They wouldn't move an inch if Umlungu didn't say so. I'll make an example. Dr. Oyibo was attacked by white professors. Top scientists yabantu abamnyama. Kepha kafika ubab credo, sorry. Hey. Dr. Oyibo, he was attacked by African scientists. Why? Because for him to resolve the problem yekakat, where everything or all the 4 forces collapses into. Lento leyo yahlula abo Einstein, nabo Newton. A simple thing they should have asked. Ugogo le Natal ukuthi yonke lento iwela kuphi. Bekezobatshela ukuthi iwela kukhulukhulwane mntanami. Simple. Bahamba baye emabhasithi bayofunda le ugogo uthole wathola isambulelo. Kunokhulukhulwane kunomveli nqama. So yonke into is from here. Projects from here. Automatically it has to resolve back here. Uze wafa uEinstein angayisolvanga leyo. Hey. Kanti fortunately there is Inkosi uShabaka. Ushabaka foresaw the future of the continent. Let me preserve this knowledge on a stone where it can never be destroyed. Yasinceda leyo nto leyo. Because Dr. Oyibo, for him to resolve that equation mathematically, he relied on the Shabaka stone. But Abelungu were rejecting him because that is not the model they use to arrive at a certain conclusion. So as long as we still live in this life and illusion, we will never be able to fully express. We will always be challenged. I know. What model have you used? Uti shabaka, what is that? Hey, bazo shunjalo pen. Abamazu shabaka. And they will never know shabaka. And we know why. 60 NA strength. That's the reason. Sure. Hey, they would never understand Ushabaka because Ushabaka, in frequency, it's at a much higher level. King Shabaka, unified Kush, and what is known now as Egypt, Kemetic, under one. Go after sihlaselwa yile ngane zethu futhi ama-Arab. Do you understand? And the Persians. Yes. They came several times to create disorder at Kemetic. But Ushabaka is one of the kings that restored order again. Wasibhalela ke this scientific, letter on a stone. Kuti ingane zami bazukulu. Ningalinge, you must never be deceived. Here is the truth about the universe. Remember another thing. The base of the pyramids, they equate to the circumference of Earth. Yes, that is science. That is why the Great Pyramid was put where it was put, right at the center of Earth. And that is the 0 point from which the true meridian, in terms of time calculation, was calculated from. I know the Queen had to come and spoil things and call for the Greenwich meridian, which takes us off the map. Sesilandela njengembuzi, hayi imbuzi resist imvu. Kukhona ngasenya ake bapholeleni bange kukhona